So yeah, about the finger testing. That was really interesting. It surprised me, like how strong I am. Of course, I haven't done the test like never. I did like a 5 second hanging couple times years ago, like 3 years ago, something like that last time. And that 5 second hanging was like maybe 19 kilos with the half crimp position, finger position. So, and since then I've been like, yeah, climbing. And now actually since 2025 June, so over a year now, I've been like more frequently trained hangboarding. Well, yeah, and of course the like example boarding is kind of like a different sport than climbing. So you even yeah, you rely on your finger strength, but climbing finger strength is still bit different than just hanging on a board. And there is a lot of I guess research videos about that, showing that if you do only hangboard and then you go climb, you can't climb still, like not really hard. So yeah, I've been training it. Maybe.
So here is my history kind of since from 2025 June when I started to do more frequently hangboarding, starting mid-June, since I got like I got a coach to myself and built up the hangboard system to my home. So I was able to do the hangboards, for example, every morning before going to work, or very early mornings sometimes. So that's why it's kind of infrequent, like here, getting starting from 5 kilos, and then some mornings feels like couldn't even lift any. And yeah, but for me, it was still more important just to do it, since hangboarding, with changing between hangboarding and climbing, you just need to like the nervous system and everything to be ready. That's why it kind of built up very fast, up to 12, 13 kilos. At 13 kilos at July before going to Norway, and for our holiday trip to Flatanger to climb. And when we got back, then it dropped all the way back to zero basically. And since then, starting again, building up, and we went back to Spain. I kept doing it like early morning hangboards plus moonboarding, like easy moonboards. And then we are always having like afternoon, then sport climbing sessions on the rock. And even the mornings just felt very heavy some most of the time. But I just saw the benefit of that and the progress. And I did my first 7C plus in Spain, and in Spain also didn't have the 20 millimeter edge, so I had to do it with the, is it like 15, 16 millimeter edge with the Beastmaker 2000. And yeah, just doing that, get back more in doing it in Finland. And it's like starting this May was already like 10 to 12 kilos. And I do like my workout hangs are 10 seconds and having a 3 minutes rest. And I guess you already probably noticed that I do 3 times of half crimp and then 3 times of this three finger drag. And I like to do that. And yeah, somehow I got so much more with my 3 finger drag than half crimp. So maybe I should train more half crimp now. I don't know, but I like to still to do the 3 finger open. And yeah, in the beginning of August, it was like 17, 18 kilos. And then the test day was half crimp for 27 kilos and 32 kilos for 3 finger open. That was for me really like really good result.
And when at Spain, and I've been doing this hangboard with 20 millimeter edge mostly, but then we got to Spain, and then I didn't have a Beastmaker 1000 there. There's 2000, is it? So it has a smaller edge, and so there it meant kinda I couldn't put any extra weights on me when I started to hangboard there. And when I had my day job, I woke up very early and did the hangboard before going work. And just I feel like a lot of this, just even you wake up like 6 a.m. and you do your hangboard, and you don't feel like you're of course not strongest, and you are waking up and strongest, so but you can't rely on that data kinda, but it's still the good to show up and do it, even it means like you need to do lower weights, but in the long term it will benefit. It benefit me, it benefited, it was so that what I did last summer, last winter, and last winter I did like hangboard plus a little bit moonboarding, then to work, and then after work went to outdoor climbing because we lived in Spain. And then yeah, since then I've been basically doing that. At some point of the winter, spring, I changed. They have like campus rugs, so I changed to that. That's like around 20 millimeter, and I started to do hangboarding on that. But because the edge and everything is a little bit different, but I still was doing it. And this is the result. So I got the extra 27 kilos on me with the half crimp position. That was really good. But 27 kilos and 134%. So 34% of my body weight. And 3-finger drag surprised me really well. That I got 32 kilos which means 143% of my body weight. So 43% of my body weight, sorry. And yeah, I'm happy to see the results, and since I'm seeing the results, I'm not changing basically anything. Well, now I haven't been doing so much hangboarding since climbing quite a lot, but next Thursday, so day after tomorrow, I will do hangboarding again in the morning, and then we have an afternoon bouldering session. I would like to thank you for watching my video. Please comment, subscribe, and hit the bell, and like the video. Thank you, and see you on the next one.